All right, introduce yourself, young man.
My name's Richard Scott.
Okay, Rich, and what type of dealership did you visit?
I visited a BMW dealership
Last night or this morning?
this morning.
Okay, tell us about, start from the beginning.
So I pull in the lot, I park my car, I get out of the car, and I'm looking at cars on the lot, the pre-owned BMWs. I'm out there for about 10 minutes, and I figure nobody's coming out, might as well go in the showroom. I see a nice pretty BMW sitting all the way on the other side of the showroom. I had to walk in front of all of the sales desks. So I figured it's a good opportunity to get someone to give me some eye contact so I can get someone to introduce
Exactly.
themselves. And
Trying to force yourself into an
Yes.
to greeting. Okay, I like it.
I get all the way across the showroom and nobody says anything to me. And I made eye contact.
But clearly they saw you. Okay,
I made eye contact with at least 3 salesmen.
okay. Do you remember yesterday in class, I made eye contact, I think it was with George. For like 15 seconds, we had a stare down.
Yeah.
That was pretty awkward, right?
Yeah.
Pretty uncomfortable, right, George?
Absolutely.
All right. So you're just wandering around on the showroom floor, eyeballs everywhere, and they see you, you see them. Awkward, uncomfortable?
Yeah.
How important did you feel?
I made sure it was not just like a split-second eye contact. I watched them as I walked by their desk.
Did you go straight from class? Or did you go home first?
I went home first.
Okay.
This morning.
So you threw him a curveball, you changed, and came. You didn't go with your shirt and tie.
No, I went in with my shirt.
Oh, you did go in with your shirt and tie.
Yes.
Even better. So you're dressed nice, shirt and tie, and you couldn't even force yourself into an introduction. Amazing. Okay, continue.
I go to the car. I see that the key is in it. So I start messing with the stereo. I turn the stereo up to where it's not quiet. It's pretty loud in the showroom.
Mm-hmm.
And still nobody comes over and talks to me.
Wow.
So I'm sitting there.
And what were they doing? Were they with other customers or just?
No, there was 5 salesmen, and 2 of them were with somebody,
Okay.
and the other 3 were just
Unemployed.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. So I go and I'm messing with the stereo, opening doors, lifting the tailgate, putting it back down, messing with the moonroof, just walking around this car for, I think I timed it 15 minutes,
You kidding?
and I'm enjoying myself because it's a car I want.
Right.
So I'm not wasting my time.
Right.
They're wasting my time.
Right. Exactly.
Pretty much, they after I had closed everything up and I was about to leave and go to a different car lot, that's when somebody asked me that was sitting right by the front door if I was being helped. I told him no, and then one of the salesmen that didn't have nobody with them came and
Add an insult to injury.
himself.
Right.
Yeah, introduced himself, said, "Hi, how are you?" Didn't ask my name at first. We went back over to the car, which I've already been checking out for 15, 20 minutes.
That he saw you checking out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I asked if I could take it for a test drive, and he says no, because it's all the way across the showroom from the door. I mean, a $91,000 car, you want somebody to test drive it because that's a big sale.
Well, I'm sure they had other vehicles in stock similar on the.
No, that was the only one there.
That was the only one. Okay.
That was the only one.
But he said no. But what he should have probably done is conducted a proper what?
Interview.
Right. You're already in the showroom. His desk is clearly not too far away because he was sitting there watching you
Yeah.
look at the car. So he could have brought you over and said, hey, no problem, let's get some quick information. Because by getting that quick information, basically at that point in time, he didn't have to take the car away from you and tell you no, just based upon the 3 phases, the product phase, the trade phase, and the personal phase, he can determine whether or not that was in the budget or not. And guess what? Oops, it's not. Guess what? Don't they have other cars to sell, or was that the only one they had in stock?
They had a lot more cars.
Pre-owned and maybe something a little more affordable, but we have no idea. Maybe you could write a check for that car.
Yeah.
We have no idea because we haven't asked the questions. How do we know the answers if we don't ask the questions, right?
Yep.
Okay, so were you impressed by your visit? How did it end?
I got my check as I left the door.
The check is you left the door, right? Here's your receipt, take your time, don't mean to rush you.
Staple that to your brochure.
See ya, peace, right.
I had to ask him for the brochure and the business card.
Okay, did you meet a manager?
No, I did not.
Wow, and that's how they sell cars, huh? Those $90,000 vehicles, they just sell themselves, they don't need help.
It must be.
Must be, okay. What would you have done differently based upon your 1 day of training?
I would have greeted them at the door. I mean, me
Instantly.
myself, I love BMWs. I would have been out there walking the lot, waiting for a customer, and I would have met them, greeted them, introduced myself, took them into my desk, do the proper interview, and
Let me ask you a question. Do you know what a buyer looks like?
everybody.
Right. Everybody, right?
Everybody.
Right. Everybody's a customer?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, you understand now why I had you do the homework.
Yes.
So going into pretty much a high-end dealership, you would expect to get quality service in a high-end dealership.
Yes.
Was that quality service?
Definitely wasn't.
So how would the tip been at the end of the meal?
I
got a tip for you. You need to look for a new job or get some training,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because he doesn't have a career at that point. He's got a job. He's just over broke because he doesn't know how to properly qualify a customer.
Yes.
And then gives you the receipt and the brochure with the card. Have a nice day. Is that about the size of it?
That's about it.
Okay. Round of applause.